It's definitely got some wheel speed with that 3,500 kV and 3S right out of the box. Love running through this spot right here. Get to see that suspension work, the axle's clear. It's just the little things, right? Whoa, a little sketchy here. See that front tire lifting a bit, but we caught. Oh, that ledge is, oh no. Redcat keeps making waves in the RC crawler world. They did it with the Gen 8 Axe, a scale brushless crawler. They did it with the Fusion, a comp brushless crawler, and recently with the Vertex 6, a massive comp style crawler. And now they're back on a mission with their small scale crawlers. And check out this new release, the Ascent Apex. This one is a lot different from the recently released high steer Ascent, and this new rig has a ton of changes that you need to see. That's what I'm gonna go over today here on the workbench, and then we're gonna take it out right after to see if this rig dominates on the rocks. There it is, RC drivers, the Ascent Apex HS, which stands for high steer. It's a ready-to-run 18th scale brushless four-wheel drive rock crawler, competition style, and look at this thing. This thing looks mean right out of the box, doesn't it? So it's just got a cab installed, available in two colors, this kind of candy apple red, and then a black version, but they also give you a bed option in the box if you want to go and throw that on. It does require a little bit of work as far as remounting some of the electronics inside, and switching out some plates and stuff like that to get it on there. But if you want the full truck look, you'll have to go through that process. The body actually clips in the front under the cowl here, and it just has this single body clip that goes through two posts in the back. You just hinge it up and pop it out, and yeah, you can see it just slips right on. And look underneath. This looks pretty cool for a small scale crawler. We've got carbon fiber, we've got aluminum, we've got brushless, we've got metal gears inside the driveline. I'm getting too far ahead. Let's start off with the chassis. So yeah, carbon fiber chassis plates. We've got aluminum cross posts. So this is an ultra rigid, tiny chassis. Then let me flip it over so you could see the skid underneath. It's a new skid with a 5-degree angle on it. So gives you more clearance when you're crawling over the rocks. Look at the side plates here. These are boat-sided, nice and smooth. So yeah, this is absolutely built up for competition crawling. On top, you just got a simple Velcro strap to hold down the battery pack. There's your electronics plate for the receiver. These body mounts actually go when you put the bed on the truck. They have an instruction breakdown on how to do that, but let's get into the drivetrain now. So it's got metal gears in it, appropriate for this style of vehicle. Their usual slider drive shafts down to the front and rear axles, and check out the width of these axles. Actually, I'm gonna go and get the latest Ascent here. You could just see how wide this thing is. So that's gonna definitely increase the stability, but that's not all that they did here. They went and adjusted the overdrive in the front, underdrive in the rear. So it's 11.3% overdrive in the front, 11.7 underdrive in the rear, so you got a 23% change. So it's going to give you more pull up and over the rocks, allow the rear to drag a little bit, suck the rear of the rig down to help, you know, clear obstacles. So really like the changes that they made. Ball bearings, CVs out to the knuckles here, and it is their high steer. So this is the revised knuckle. You got plenty of clearance with this setup now. Definitely like the way this looks. Into the suspension, they got their composite shocks, comp style, because it's got the small lower spring here, which allows for more clearance of the tire. I mean, look at the steering angle on that thing. That's absolutely ridiculous. Hopefully you get that much throw with the radio system. But yeah, nice, soft, oil-filled shocks. You do have composite links on the bottom, and it does have metal pivot balls. So that's a pretty good setup, but yeah, you're gonna get a little flex in that 4-link in the front, 4-link in the rear, and it does have composite links for the steering. But yeah, check out that suspension, guys. That is gotta be absolutely awesome out on the rocks. Can't wait to see that in action. Now the electronics. So it's got a 4 kg Metal Gear micro servo in the front. There's your Hobby-Wing WP Mini 24 speed controller. And then that's the 1621 3500 kV Outrunner style motor. So that's a pretty impressive brushless system for this size rig. And then check this out. A tiny little 200 milliamp 3S LiPo battery, that's included, and they give you the R4C receiver here that mates up to the 2.4 gig radio system. I'll show you in a little bit. But a couple other features that might blow you away, they give you brass with this kit, guys. So the front diff cover is brass, and then the outer portal knuckle covers, those are brass as well. So the chassis got a 60-40 weight distribution to it. So that's just gonna give you more weight up front, get those front tires to bite, and check out these tires. These are nice and soft. They got some grippy lugs on them. They're mounted to this B-lock wheel. Just a really great looking setup. Now let me show you some of the other stuff that comes in the kit. There's the RTX 4C transmitter, 2.4 gig. We've seen these come in a number of Redcats lately. There is that bed, the bed mounting hardware, quick guide to get you up and running, some extra decals, and yeah, this is a great looking release for the small scale crawler crowd. Now let's go outside and drive it. At the top of the mountain again, RC drivers, I've been here so much lately, think I'm just gonna set up camp. It's time to run the Apex. I've been looking forward to this one. See how that wide axle works, that comp style suspension, getting right into the crawl. Whoa, look at that flex. That's pretty awesome. Now we gotta attack the hill. Here we go. And we got a little tire spin. Tires still are new. Add a little speed to it. There we go. Choose my line. Nice. Right through that. Oh, you hear that? We got some speed and some serious driveline whine to this thing. Wow. All right, let's drop it down. Pretty smooth crawl. Fairly consistent. A little bump there. Had to reset so you guys could see the clearance of these portals. And that new high steer. Yeah, definitely like the extra clearance out of those. But look at that, guys, just straddling those rocks. Perfect. Right into another incline test here. No problems with the approach and departure angles. Got no bumpers on this thing, really. And yeah, we just got some tire spin. I mean, the front's definitely planted from the brass, so that's good. Just gonna walk it around a bit. Whoa, a little sketchy here. See that front tire lifting a bit? What we caught. Now that ledge is, oh no, there, first crash. Oh man. All right, let's find another line up this little diagonal action. There we go. Made it up, nice. This spot's gotta be pretty rough. There's a ledge right here that I gotta contend with. What I'm gonna do is just straddle the front over that. Oh, money. Now the only problem is the rear gonna catch, and it is, but it pulled through. Nice. That overdrive, underdrive, key on this little rig. Let's see how much steering this thing has. So there's full lock, and with that underdrive and overdrive setup, I mean, that thing is turning on a dime. That's pretty awesome. Little wider going to the right. Right, I mean, this is right out of the box. I didn't even check the settings yet. But that's impressive, look at that. Love running through this spot right here. You get to see that suspension work, the axle's clear. It's just the little things, right? But it's definitely got some wheel speed with that 3,500 kV and 3S right out of the box. It's just gonna slide down this. Manageable, that's good. Watch the speed. It's loud, guys. All right, metal driveline definitely adds to the noise. So we got some pretty good stability with the wide axles. It's just down to tire slip here, and we just might have to do a little bit of foam insert tuning in these. But yeah, love how stable this rig is. Redcat keeps on impressing with the models that they're coming out with. Ready to runs with brushless systems, ready to runs with carbon fiber frame rails, large scale comp crawlers, and even down to the small stuff here. Look at the variety that they've come out in 18 scale. I mean, they came out with the Ascent here, which was a ridiculously low price when it came out. And now they have a newer version with revised parts and brushless systems in it. And now they gave us some pretty high-end equipment with the Apex and at a pretty reasonable price. That's $249.99, and I probably would have liked to have seen metal links on this, but you're getting a lot in this crawler, and its capability is pretty insane. It was awesome to drive this thing. Tons of steering, tons of pull from the drive line, stays low to the ground, did have some wheel spin to it, and you know, again, tires are a thing depending on the type of rock surface you're driving on. Maybe it needs to break in, maybe just a little foam tire tuning, as I mentioned, but pretty manageable stuff. This is an exciting release from them for those guys that have to have the high-end equipment that's got to just perform on the trail, on the rocks, and I think they nailed it with this release. I really like what they did here. If you gotta have one, I'll have links for it in the video description below, and let me know what you think about the new release.